The PRS licensed Smooth Groovers podcasts contain smooth jazz, jazz funk, soul, and much more.
You're listening to the Smooth Groovers, the home of some of the best jazz funk, soul, chill, and more. Available live, podcast, or stream.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smooth Groovers review, and this is Dr. Groove. This is Beyond the Groove. Enjoy.
Smooth Groovers, in association with castlab.co.uk, training excellence in developing your podcast.
Brighten up your stay, Radio Healing Land.
You're listening to the Smooth Groovers show for great jazz, funk, soul, chill, and more with the Doc.
start the show, you were listening to Believe It by Lynn Roundtree. Had a chance to interview him last year. An incredible musician, very hardworking indeed. Has a great new album called The Chill, and that's his latest single. You are listening to The Doc. Welcome to the Smooth Groovers for great jazz, funk, soul, chill, and more. Got some great music coming out, lots of new music this week. Let's start it all off with Asthma's and Incognito and Bluey, the founder of Incognito, with a track called Last Summer in Rio.
The Smooth Groover Nuggets on Radio Hillingdon.
minutes and 59 seconds of pure funk there from Rick James. Now, back in the day, he was trying to create a new genre called punk funk. I remember buying that album, actually, the L7, Busting Out of L7 album. That track was called You and I. Coming up next, we've got Saxy Rose and Kaya Waters with a track called Sunset. What a brilliant collaboration.
The Smooth Groovers Show with Dr. Savvy on Radio Hillingdon.
the brilliant Kim Scott with Shine, featuring Blake Aaron there, who was recently in London. Kim Scott, an incredible artist, had a chance to meet her over at the Smooth Jazz Festival in May this year. Another group that I met was a group called Roman Street. Well, half of them, they're two brothers, an incredible set of guitarists, and we have an interview with them. I did promise you interviews that I managed to get with some of the artists, and here's the first one. I'll be playing interviews for the rest of the shows. This is a Roman Street, and then we've got two brilliant tracks by them, one called Caravan and the other one called Windjammer, as they are our featured artist for the hour. Hey, how you doing, everyone? We are with only one half of Roman Street.
The older half, yeah.
The older half.
Yeah.
One half of Roman Street has been absolutely amazing. Seeing you perform live at the after party, you were incredible.
Thank you.
And that was a nice sort of, feeling into the kind of stuff that you do. An adaptation of Black Magic Woman, by Santana.
Yeah, man.
Done in acoustic style with a great bit of strumming Spanish influence on top of that as well. Very cross-pollinating into different genres. Very nice.
For sure.
That was great. And then also today, when you performed live with the ocean backdrop on stage with your brother, and we were listening to a Sting classic, and loads of people have come to me and said that they loved it so much.
Yeah.
So, well done for that.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, same for me. A lot of people are very kind about that.
So we really appreciate your time, and I was going to ask you a very quick couple of questions. The first one was, you've done Smooth Jazz Cruises and you've done quite a few gigs, got a few releases out as well. What's the future hold in terms of, in your view, possibly going into other markets, like I was talking about cross-pollination, with other kinds of music genres? Because it's very difficult to say it is this particular genre, because it might not entrap you, it might actually say only a certain audience will go for it.
Right.
But if you look at Chris Botti, people like that, they will bring in so many different influences, and they are selling out arenas.
Oh, yeah, and it's connecting with people, and I liked what Brian Bromberg said tonight earlier. He was just saying, man, it's just music. You either like it or you don't. I'm just making music.
Yeah.
And so I would like to continue, to answer your question, to do more of what we're doing, more of the cruises, more international stuff, to get in front of different audiences, and try to. And it's another reason why I started incorporating some vocals. Working on that and doing some Sting covers, and also incorporating lyrics into our own compositions as a way to kind of stretch and grow and try to. Expand what we're doing a little bit.
I really like the interaction between you and your brother as well.
Yeah, me too. That's
especially the bit about the older one and a little bit of competition, sibling rivalry, and then you kick into a kind of a battle of guitars.
Yeah. Well, he caught me. He caught up with me quick. I was always more proficient at the guitar because I started earlier.
At 15 or 16, he started.
We both started at 15, but I'm older, and I was a little more intense about it early on. I got into some intense lessons, one-on-one lessons at the university. Went to university on a music scholarship and had to play in these guitar quartets, and it was very rigid, very regimented, and really took a lot of my time. He was kind of a more relaxed education. He learned a lot from me, but he also learned a lot by his ear and with playing with other people, and then on our trips over here.
Yeah, it's very hard to get to that level. You guys are extremely high level musicians.
Thank you.
And it really comes through in terms of, like I normally say, like if you have a vocalist and you give them a song and they can just quickly just knock it out, they don't need to be in the studio to record it 10 times. It's like the first time they do it. I get that from you when you're on stage, that as soon as you do it, you go, that's it, go, know. And that shows the dedication that you've been involved in to get to that level.
Well, I appreciate that.
So future-wise, you've had a few albums out. Are you working on some stuff that
we are?
And are you going to incorporate, like you just said, some more vocals? Or?
Yeah, some more vocals is the plan. I've got a lot of songs from our previous albums that had lyrics, but I was too afraid to sing them at the time. If that makes sense, Thank you. And so we're gonna do some of that, revisit that. We did a lo-fi remix. We're gonna do some of that, and we're looking at doing some collaborations. But I'm also kind of, to let the secret out, I'm trying to find a way to incorporate a little more like rock and roll into what we're doing, like acoustic rock and roll, And I don't want to get up there with a heavy distorted guitar and crunch everybody's ear out. There's plenty of people that are doing that, but I want to try to put a nice some sort of flavor on what we're already doing. We're doing some clearly a lot of Latin things, some major seven, kind of jazzy sounds, but I want to incorporate some rock too. And that's a lot of the things I've been writing here recently are more like alternative rock and roll. And so I'm going to see if I can stir that around in the pot and see if something...
It might be, because obviously, when you listen to a bit of country, I know your music style is not necessarily country.
It's not, and I'm actually terrible at it. I'm terrible.
But country's like morphing right now, isn't it?
It is.
Obviously you've got Beyonce, you've got other people coming in. Even a Keith Urban album, the most recent one, it's a bit rocky, but it's really good.
It is, man. He's, he knows what he's doing. But yeah, I want to try to. I think that's kind of been my. That's just kind of been my spirit here recently. I've just been feeling that. That's what I've been writing. I've been writing. I've got almost an entire rock album done. But I want to try to marry the two, and that's why I'm working on my vocals.
Yeah.
And not primarily, but for a reason.
No, that's good. It's good stuff, and I wish you all the best with it. Because,
Thank you so much.
I have to tell you, I've seen a lot of people. Well, the amount of money, I always say that whenever I'm on here. I go, the amount of money I spent on seeing live acts in my life, I tell you, could have bought another house.
You've earned it, man. You've earned it. That's right.
But no, it's great to always give an opportunity to people that are inspirational like you. I say inspirational because you're really thinking about the genre, you're really thinking about the audience, you're really working at making that connection.
Yeah.
And I see that on the stage.
It's so important, though.
And that's what really attracted me to say, please give me time to talk.
Oh, man,
and where is it going? How do you think you could do more in that area? Because we see that there are opportunities, but it just means more hard work, doesn't it?
Hard work, but
you're hardworking anyway.
I'm hardworking anyway. The hard work has been there. I think we just have to get to a point where we're trying new things. Don't be afraid to try new things. Yeah. And you make sure you find a way to keep it fresh for us. Because as long as we're having fun and we're really investing our hearts into what we're doing, that will translate with people.
Absolutely, yeah.
People come and they spend their free time and they're having a good time. They're creating memories together. They're having drinks. They're celebrating occasions, and they're taking the chance on an unknown band, and they're grooving with us. We're making memories together. That's the kind of stuff. I think we just have to continue to position ourselves mentally and spiritually to do more of that. And then I think it takes care of itself, really. Music is not a new thing. It's been around since time immemorial, you know what I mean? We like to label it this and that, whatever.
Yeah, well, genre this and genre that.
Yeah.
You give me a quick idea, because obviously there's a lot of research being done at the moment about how music can invoke memories. Like you hear
it's amazing to me how that happens.
I had to Love Me for a Reason. I knew all the words. What happened there? And it just played on the radio, and I hadn't heard that track for ages. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be good if you part of either an act or finding an old song, talking about it, maybe having a discussion with the audience and saying, what do you remember? Where were you at that time?
Right.
And then basically then just play it, right? Like Fragile by, Sting. And people say, well, it was a hard time in 2001. And then that kind of makes them kind of think about the sentimentality associated with that.
Indeed.
But the true meaning behind what it meant to them, right?
Right.
And so therefore they hear a different interpretation of the same song.
Right.
And they enjoy it.
And psychologically they're in a different space now, because that song has become a soundtrack and associates with a strong memory or a sentiment. And I'm always fascinated how the same song can mean so wildly different things to different people. Yeah. Positive, negative, happy, sad, all across the spectrum. Right. That's another thing I love about instrumental music, and I really hope more people take a chance on it, because without the lyrical input, and I'm sure you've heard this before, I'm always amazed at how people kind of make it their own in a way and attach their own memories and experiences to it. So then, like what we're talking about, when they hear it several years later, they transport it back to a particular place in time.
Maybe it's healthy.
Positive, negative, healthy, unhealthy. We drink too much wine. It's fascinating stuff what we do. This connecting and this sharing this human experience is fascinating stuff, man.
It is interesting. You talk about wine. Paris and Wine. It was a track that was on Chris Potti's album as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's done by a really great vocalist as well. And they did it live. And when he introduces the song, he says, I was in the last night in Paris. I was having a glass of wine on my own. But if you don't drink, you don't have to have wine, by the way. You can have other drinks as well. It's not exclusive to having wine. But that memory that was planted for him to be inspired to write the song, then talk about the song, and then ultimately it resonates with people. Isn't that amazing?
Isn't that amazing how that happens? I'm a fan of it, man. I am.
That's good stuff. Well, so wonderful to meet half of Roman
Hell
Street.
yeah, wonderful to meet you too, man. Look forward to come to London and or wherever. And let's hang out again. And
that'd be great. I look forward to it as well. And we'll definitely feature you as a featured artist.
Please.
Right? And have you on our playlist so that we can encourage everyone to recognize the talent you guys actually are.
We are flattered and appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Smooth Groovers, featured artist for the hour.
talented musicians. That is Roman Street. We wish the brothers all the best with their future releases. You are listening to Windjammer, and before that Caravan, and I hope you enjoyed the interview that we had with one half of Roman Street. Well, coming up next, we got our version excursion. It's with Niles first with That's the Way of the World, and then the original by Earth, Wind and Fire. Then we're going to squeeze in a bit more with the Detroit Emeralds before we head up to the news, and we come back for our second hour on the Smooth Groovers for great jazz, funk, soul, chill and more. I shall see you shortly.
The Version Excursion. Dr. Savvy on Radio Hillingdon.
It's a shame the way you mess around with your man. It's a shame the way you hurt me. It's a shame the way you mess around with your man. I'm sitting all alone by the telephone, waiting for your call when you don't call at all. It's a shame the way you mess around with your man. It's a shame the way you play with my emotions. It's a shame the way you mess around with your man. You're like a child at play on a sunny day. First you play with her and then you throw it away. Why do you use me? Try to confuse me. How can you stand to be so cruel? Why don't you free me from this prison for a certain time? As a fool, it's a shame the way you mess around with your man. It's a shame the way you hurt me. It's a shame the way you mess around with your man. I tried to speak with you, show your love so true, but you won't appreciate the love we try to make. Oh, it's got to be a shame. Why do you do
to the Smooth Groovers Show for great jazz, funk, soul, chill, and more with the Doc.
Roberto Prosciutto. What a great way to start our second hour together on the Smooth Groovers for great jazz, funk, soul, chill and more. That's called Donada. Had a chance to see him live a few weeks ago. An incredible artist live. Such a brilliant stage presence. Well, we've got an interview with him, a post-gig interview. That's coming up next. Then we're going to go straight into some Smooth Groover nuggets.
Well, it is just after the gig at Soul Mama over in Stratford, and I am actually standing next to the star. This is Roberto Prosciutto. Hi, Roberto, how you doing?
Hey, brother, how are you? I'm doing great. I really enjoyed the show. Just finished. I'm buzzing. I'm meeting all these new people, and I'm just loving every moment.
Tell us a little bit about that album. You know, you've just got it hot off the press. Some of the new tracks that you got, the 2 album singles that you released, amazing. Tell us about the, you know, how you went through it. I mean, there's a lot of kind of personal stories in there as well, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, I always write from the heart. I mean, the album is called Hand to Heart, and that's kind of how I feel that I play, from my hand to your heart, and I try and hit it right in the middle. So in terms of like the songs, they are always from a personal point of view, even if it's just fun or it's heartfelt. I have a few songs dedicated to my lovely fiancée as well, so it's coming from the right place.
These days it's obviously hard work to get out there and make the music, get it on the streaming sites to get your name out. I mean, you're already established, you've done loads of work in the past. Is it getting harder in your view?
I think it is for an independent artist, for sure. You know, getting your music across and getting people to listen to it. I mean, I'm fairly fortunate that I'm with the record label Trippin' and Rhythm, and they're able to get it on radio platforms such as Sirius XM and whatnot in the charts, especially in America. So I'm quite fortunate that my music gets listened to by quite a lot of people, so in a good position.
It's also cross-genre in one sense, because I love the joke you did on stage, by the way, which was the pose standing as a rock star and a pose standing as a jazz star, and there you are in the middle, fusing it all together. Yeah. It was in jest, obviously. Yeah. Cross-genre is something that's quite interesting. You see people mixing hip-hop with country these days. It really just shows that there is no limit to what you can do with music.
Absolutely. I mean, I've never been satisfied just being in a box. I have so many influences, and I want to show them and express them, and hopefully they come out in a very organic and, again, from the right place, from my heart.
So finally, the band members today, Ollie Silk, wow, you know,
yes.
Wesley, Arufo, you know, it's just like incredible people who've just come back from the Algarve playing over there for a week.
Yeah.
They were a fantastic support band for you. A big shout out to them for all the hard work that they've done to get together with you and produce something pretty awesome that all of us in this venue sold out saw. So thank you so much, Roberto.
I mean, I'm so lucky and fortunate to be with those guys. I consider them friends, amazing musicians, amazing people. I'm a lucky guy, what can I say?
Brilliant stuff. No, thank you so much for your time and wish you continued success because you are awesome.
Thank you. It's my pleasure and all my love to everybody. Thank you so much.
The Smooth Groover Nuggets on Radio Hillingdon.
to a big fan of the stylistics. That's Dr. Cutter, who does some great work with cardiology. Now, coming up next, we've got an interview with Nathan Mitchell and Nicholas Cole. That was recorded last year. I thought I'd repeat it because Nathan Mitchell is going to be in concert in the following days on the 26th of June over at Soul Mama down in Stratford. That's way into the East London part where the Olympic Village was. Well, can you believe that was back in 2012? We're going to hear Just Cooling straight after that, and that is a collaboration with Ryan Lavalletta. Let's carry on with the interview.
It's been pretty incredible. It's the last day. The feel-good factor needs to continue. Who am I standing next to? Nathan Mitchell. How come he's so awesome and you can play so many instruments?
You know what? This kind of like started with, I was asking guys to play on records and they weren't available, so I was like, the show has to go on.
I've seen you with the kind of some of the crossover things that you've been doing as well. You turn up to a keyboard and just take over and then do a rotation, then come back again on the same keyboard.
That's a lot of fun, especially when I do it with my brother Nicholas, because, you know, I mean, we just got like kindred, and a lot of things that we do on stage together, it's unplanned. It just happens organically.
And the other thing also, I have to say, your stage presence is pretty amazing. I need to nick your joke about the HBO. You know, I love that one.
I mean, I was working with Nick Coleon for years. I would definitely say I've only had a very small span of influence with Nick because Nick was in my life for about 10 years, you know, before he passed. But, you know, there's a lot that was learned. Stage presence, inviting the people to be a part of your show is definitely a major message that he preached to all of us.
I see that in the audience as well. The kind of feel-good factor. We use a term, there's another show I do which is called the Feel-Good Factor Show, where we find music that really kind of uplifts your spirit. And you see the spirit uplifted here. That feel-good factor just kicks in and just stays with the person, taking to a mindful location. Forget about time and space. They're actually there in your music.
It's really important that, and I love this phrasing that you're saying, this feel-good factor. You know, I was talking to a lady the other day, actually yesterday, and she was telling me about all the surgeries that she had. She went through cancer, she went through all these different treatments, and here she is in Portugal now, living her best life. And I think that's our job as artists, is to promote music, present music that's taking people away from whatever they're dealing with and give them that utopia of freedom to just see nothing but positive, nothing but the best of energies in these festivals.
Thanks so much, Nathan, by the way.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. So we're together with Nicholas Cole. Your stage presence as well is pretty amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And you've got that skill of connecting.
Thank you, man. Well, when you think about emoting, I think it all really just boils down to when you do it from your heart and when you do it from a deep place, and so the audience just naturally feels that. And so that's the part that we don't have to rehearse.
How do you both feel about that improvisation element? It's not something that you plan for, it just happens, right?
The thing about jazz is, man, back in the old days, what they did is when they went to the clubs, when they did the festivals, everybody sat in with each other. And somehow along the way, we got away from that. In 2024 is bringing the art of collaboration back. You know, my set doesn't need to be planned to a T where I can't have room to improvise and invite my brother on stage when I see him out in the audience. And it doesn't have to be planned, going with the flow and doing what feels right in the moment. It's like a lost thing, but we're bringing it back.
Absolutely amazing. Continued success in all your careers.
Yes,
Take some rest, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Smooth Groovers Show with Dr. Savvy on Radio Hillingdon.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things and what you're doing. In my head I bring a picture. Since I coming home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come over? Some making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail and put your house up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you did and catch your 10. Hope you find the right man who fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? You change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine? Did you out dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I've come along, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things and what you're doing. In my head I'll bring a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Could have turned that into a version excursion. Well, don't worry, we've got a triple version excursion towards the end of the show. That is Valerie. Coming up next, we got our featured artist for the hour. It's known as S-Tone Incorporated, or INC. The first track features Toko, called No Mio Do Samba, and then Blow My Mind featuring Afra Kane.
Final de semana, no meio da noite, por dentro de sonho, no meio do samba.
Smooth Groovers, featured artist for the hour.
You blow my mind. You blow my mind. You blow my mind. You give me trouble. You give me all the valid reasons to leave. You give me life. You give me shelter. And you keep running around. You think I don't know. You blow my mind. You blow my mind. You blow my mind. You blow my mind. You give me a hard time. It is a struggle to keep giving you and never receive. You give me love. You give me shelter. Why you can't run it on? You think I'm a fool. You blow my mind. 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 You blow my You give me trouble. You give me all the valid reasons to leave. You give me love. You give me shelter. When you keep running around, you think I don't know. You blow my mind. 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 Anytime that you blow my mind, there's a feeling that makes me cry. Anytime that you blow my mind, there's a feeling that makes me cry. You blow my mind. 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 You blow my You blow my mind.
You are listening to the Smooth Groovers for great jazz, funk, soul, chill, and more. And that's a perfect example there. S-Tone INC, our featured artist for the hour. Coming out next, we got a classic track, bit of jazz here with Stan Getz with Desafinado.
Dr. Savvy's Smooth Groovers Show on Radio Hillingdon.
There of Freddie Fox with Naji and Evelyn Champagne King with So Much Love. Had a chance to see Naji last year, absolutely amazing live. Well, coming up next, as promised, we've got our version excursion ×3, starting off with Benny King, Whispering Bob's All Stars, it was a charity single, and then Till Brunner collaborating with Gregory Porter on the track called Stand By Me. I think it's probably about 60 years old, and it still sounds great today, especially as a track for solidarity to support each other. And then we're going to try and squeeze in a great track from Chili Manici, who I had a chance to see last year as well. Such a great guy. Special Effects featuring him in memory of Elizabeth Reed. I shall see you next time on the Smooth Groovers for great jazz, funk, soul, chill and more. In the meantime, stay well. All the best. Cheerio. Bye.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Smooth Groovers, the version excursion.
When the night has come and the land is dark
and the moon is the only light we'll see.
No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid.
Just as long as you stand by me.
So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
Oh, stand by, stand by.
If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea, oh,
I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear,
just as long as you stand by me.
and darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Stand by me, stand by me.
Smooth Groovers, the version excursion.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. And whoa, stand by me. Oh, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountain should crumble to the sea, well, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. And whoa, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
Dr. Savvy on Radio Hillingdon.
PRS licensed Smooth Groovers podcasts contain smooth jazz, jazz funk, soul, and much more.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that show. It was broadcast live earlier. We will continue with Beyond the Groove shows just to keep the funk, the soul, the chill, jazz, smoothness. And let's not forget, your podcast revolution is...